You don't like altruists.
I disapprove of them. I regard them as evil.
Okay, but what's bad about the person who wants to help other people?
Well, to begin with, that's the big mistake. People can want to help other people properly and with very good reasons, but that isn't altruism. Altruism doesn't mean merely helping people. It means sacrificing yourself to others.
What do you want? I want to get better.
You think that the only truth that matters is the truth that can be measured. Good intentions don't count. What's in your heart doesn't count. Caring doesn't count. But a man's life can be measured by how many tears are shed when he dies. It's because you can't measure them. Just because you don't want to measure them.
See how you get over this.
It's a hard thing to get over, but it's definitely not impossible. And I can't change what happened at all, but the only thing I can change is what's happening now. And even though the times get hard, it's darkest before the dawn.
So we can learn to pick ourselves up.
Dying, Alfred. What would you have me do?
Endure, Master Wayne. Take it. They'll hate you for it, but that's the point of Batman. He can be the outcast. He can make the choice that no one else can make. The right choice.
He is what we aspire to be in terms of his power, his wealth, the things that he's able to do. And because of that, we identify very heavily with this man who is struggling with the very things that you and I struggle with every day.
Parents' death was not your fault.
My parents deserve justice. I cannot let that pass.
If you make yourself more than just a man, then you become something else entirely.
Which is?
A legend. What do you fear?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're tonight's entertainment. Well, hello, beautiful.
I've seen now what I have to become to stop men like him.
The night is darkest just before the dawn. And I promise you, the dawn is coming.
And here we go.
You either die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
You don't owe these people anymore. You've given them everything.
Not everything. Not yet.
You can't show weakness ever. And so you have the fight between what is good for Bruce Wayne and what is the right thing to do for Batman.
Police say he was a good Samaritan. 31-year-old Hugo Tail Yax, stabbed as he tried to protect a woman from a mugger. This surveillance tape shows him bleeding to death on the sidewalk as 25 people passed him by. In that hour and 20 minutes, one man takes a cell phone picture, another actually lifts his body, sees the blood, and walks away. By the time paramedics got there, it was too late.
Tears come streaming down your face when you lose something you can't replace.
To watch situations like this where people are obviously suffering and no one's actually helping them. But what we have here is two conflicting rules. One is the rule that we ought to help, and the other is the rule that we ought to do what everybody else is doing. And here you have effectively a group of strangers who are exerting the pressure not to intervene, not to help. And it's very difficult to rebel.
There are no words to properly express our gratitude and feelings for his actions.
Actions that made it hard for Autry to sleep last night.
Because after I thought about it, yo man, what you did was kind of stupid.
But to save a life, this hero says without hesitation, he would do it again.
I'm not sure what Rand would think of Wesley's actions, appropriate or evil. I'm also not certain why Wesley chose to risk his life and potentially endanger his children for the welfare of a stranger. I could conclude by trying to deconstruct the situation and reduce Wesley's heroics as being motivated by self-interest, but I won't. Sometimes, in the end, people deserve more than the truth. Ultimately, it doesn't matter why Wesley decided to act, only that he did. After all, intentions don't matter, only actions do. This is why I consider altruism an illusion, because in the end, whether or not a good deed is selfish or selfless is inconsequential. The real value of an action doesn't lie in its antecedents, but rather its consequences. The most important lesson we can learn from brave men like Wesley Autry and legends like the Dark Knight is it's not who you are underneath, it's what you do that defines you. A coward can become a hero, the aloof can become astute, and the villainous can grow to be virtuous. Heroes are not born, they are made. They are forged by experience and driven by the willingness to do what is right.
At the end of the day, what we'll remember will be those we loved and what we did for others.
Everyone has the capacity to do evil, and everyone has the capacity to do good.
That's the fundamental choice that we retain no matter what we are experiencing, no matter where we are. That notion of choice is fundamental to the Batman personality.
I see now what I have to become to stop men like him.
Batman represents the incredible power that one enjoys when one consistently chooses the same direction, makes the same choice and the right one, to champion good, to choose to affirm life,